Don't go trying to steal stuff. I've had enough of that shit.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
And if I did know something about them?
That would be good, for both of us. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
I can't give you the weapons. You think it's wrong to forbid technology?
Some say Elex fell from the sky as a curse. Others say it's a blessing. I think it's for each man to decide which. Will you give me those weapons? Of course, of course. I can offer you Elex if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here.
Is there anything else you don't like about berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair, they help those around them, and there's the wonder that is berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. Wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them. Is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I don't need anyone, or any faction.
An outlaw in the making if I ever heard one. But I'd think again. At some point, you'll need to choose a side.
You don't think technology should be forbidden?
Look at the people here. They want to change the world, but they're doing it one handful of soil at a time.
You're staying here although you don't like it. There's something wrong about you. Tell me the truth.
Okay, you seem to have figured it out. Well, it's safer here, behind these walls, than out there with the mutants. Particularly if you don't have an energy weapon. I was traveling in Edan with a comrade to scout for men and material. We found ourselves cornered by some mutants. I was the only one to survive the attack. I ran like there was no tomorrow, and left my weapon behind. I'm glad they found me and brought me to Goliad. Besides, there are things to learn here. The more people I can convince while I am here, the better it is for everyone.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Listen, I'm not sure if I want to stay.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock, I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliath has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the Free People should work together in this war with the elves.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay, a chance to become one of us, and they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics. The power mana gives us seems limitless. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer Clan has made that study our purpose.
What do you think about your laws?
Our laws bind us. They tell us who we are. How we interpret them, that is where we can do better. Death and exile shouldn't be the only sentences. There should be reward in repentance. Leniency could save us valuable people.
You think other Berserkers are too harsh?
Dedicated, not harsh. And sometimes dedication can blind us to other ways of thinking. Just imagine, if we Berserkers could enhance the cleric's energy weapons, or the outlaw's explosives with the power of mana, who could stop us then? Now, Angram would say that giving into technology would destroy us. But I wonder whether holding on to the laws too tightly would do the same. After all, there were those who tried to stop using magic. They said it was against nature. Now magic is all that defends it. Whatever my thoughts, the laws we have now are the ones we must follow.
Are there problems between the clans?
Give any group a name and they'll use it as a cause for argument with others. But, while there are always differences, we are all Berserkers. Anyone who forgets that needs a swift reminder of their true allegiance.
You have traitors here?
Not traitors. Troublemakers. People whose mouths move faster than their minds. You think we should use the law to silence anyone who thinks differently? I say they need to be convinced that our cause is best served if we work together. I've been saying that over and over, but it seems some people have stopped listening.
Maybe they would listen to me.
Perhaps. You could do me a favor and talk to Elder. He's been speaking out against the Eisen clan, but I'm not sure of the reason behind his anger. You will find him living with the other cultivators down in the cultivator house. I'd be grateful if you can find out the reason he's upset, before this bad feeling escalates into something else.
Teach me something.
Sure.
You should think about leaving.
Are you looking for something?
Another one? I swear if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust, we'd all be clerics. What are you seeking here, stranger? Safety? A new start? Meaning? All those things can be offered to those who accept our laws.
Who are you?
My name is Angram. It is my duty, along with the other warlords, to ensure the laws are kept and the Berserker way preserved. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan is working to help Magalan. Stick to the laws, respect our ways, and you will find Goliath welcoming. Break the laws, show contempt, and punishment will follow. You will have a fair chance here if you understand that.
What are the Berserker laws?
They were laid down by Berserkers. They put people before war, before machines. The only thing above us is law. So says the first article that forbids anyone from preaching of gods or machines. The second law says pure Elex is a curse on Magalan. All pure Elex and technology made from it is forbidden and must be placed in the pit. Our third law states that world hearts are sacred. No damage can be done to them or their seedlings. The fourth law says mana must be preserved. Nature can purify Elex. This has given us the gift of magic, and we must use it sparingly. The fifth law states all free people are equal. All must be given protection when it is asked for. All may repent their ways and join the Berserkers. Now, as a warlord, it is my job to keep the laws in the Pilgrim's name. So, I welcome you, incomer.
Who decides the punishment?
One of the warlords, or all three of us. I hope you don't have cause to find out.
Warlords? I thought you wanted peace.
None of these wars were started by Berserkers. There were always those who want to take or destroy. So, we must defend what we believe in. Peace always comes at a price.
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another problem with food supplies?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What does Jorah have to do with this?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more, it comes back to me to resolve this directly. Then, there won't be any more escorts for the deliveries. The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
A troll killed your men?
Good men. I've fought beside some of them. Being eaten alive was not the fate they deserved. I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem herself. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans for help. The Eisen clan will no longer risk lives for fish and meat.
I was told there was work here.
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes, there is something you can help me with.
I agree to follow the laws.
Visit Jorah at the pit. All the captured weaponry from the last Alb attack has been stored there. Bring me one of the Elex weapons.
I'm not a collection service.
Trust is earned, incomer. Do as I ask, and opportunities will follow. Just remember our laws. Follow them to the letter, and you will earn my trust. Speak to Jorah if you have any more questions. Now go.
If you steal, you die.
Maybe later.
Stay alert out there.
What goods have you got?
Understood.
What goods have you got?
Understood.
Not now.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world. The only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of Elex. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
I was an alb, but I'm free from Elex now.
Then you are an alb no more. It is Elex that turns a man into an alb. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. You have told me who you were. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same struggle. It is the struggle Magalan suffers from, too. She is dosed with Elex. She has it in her veins as you did. But Magalan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the lure of Elex to your bones. The power it offers. Resist it. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of Elex, and I will be forced to report you. If this world gives in to Elex, it will consume us all.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As Amric said, our hope for Magalan is that all Elex shall become Mana, that from Mana Magalan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the Elex to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from Elex to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like Elex?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their Elex. And we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
So, how do you transform Elex?
Transmute. We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the Mana Shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. Elex corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the Elex?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking isn't certainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the Elex.
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
You're comfortable with an Alb living in Goliath?
An Alb is a man who has become a slave to Elex. It seems to me that you have freed yourself. That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written laws, it is central to our beliefs, and to me, that we should give all those who want it a second chance. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance. Are you willing to do this?
I want to leave my past behind.
That is good. Now, Angrim or Ragnar will happily chew your ear about the law, but everyone else will look to your actions.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Alb's machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do, the heart of the berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
Will you trade me some mana for Elex?
Gladly.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
Hello. If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely find you something to eat.
Do you welcome everyone with that speech?
Not everyone here is as welcoming as they could be. We're all in need of help. All the free people. So, wherever you came from, your help is welcome. What's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world if we continue fighting? We need to build one world, together. I hope you can see that.
How long have you been with the Berserkers?
I was born here, and I can't imagine a better place.
What's so good about it?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people in Magalan, the planet chose us to give magic to. And Eisenfaust wasn't exactly known for his poetic side. With respect for all his great feats, he was a bit of a miserable bastard, to be honest. We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to life here.
Good. Good. I would wish that for you. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us.
What is this building?
A rare relic of the old world, hey? If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies and have a look at the view. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been here before the comet struck. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back before the Great Fall.
Why do you build these huts then?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it doesn't exactly connect us with nature. We all need to be rooted in the natural world. We all need to remember our place in it. You, me, all the people here, we are all part of Magalan.
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords to be promoted. Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing I need help with. Though, I warn you, it could be dangerous.
Tell me the task. I can handle it.
Confident without the details. You'll get on well with the warriors here. Our scouts reported that a few clerics were recently attacked by mutants. Let's just say that despite all their technology, the clerics came off worse. But the weapons they left behind, lying about out there, are a problem. They could cause a great deal of damage in the wrong hands. I want you to collect them and take them to Yora. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is made safe.
I will find the weapons.
Thank you. The sooner we can put them into the right hands, the better. Elex, mutants, technology. We have a long way to go to save Magalan.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination to rise to the top? No, I'm afraid it's a tale of skill, ability, and dedication. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. Served his time in the fields as a cultivator. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants and was named warrior on the spot. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust, and I think that left its mark. He wanted to be that man. And he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call for another Eisenfaust, and in Ragnar, I believe they have him.
I have secured the weapons from the ruins.
That is good news. Please take them to Yora and arrange for their disposal.
Why didn't your patrol bring the weapons back?
There were too many mutants. The clerics seemed to have stirred them up and had half the mutants in the area after them. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors from the patrol to other tasks. That's why I hope you can go.
Tell me about Ragnar.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows. Warlord, warrior, leader, and my husband.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
What are you doing here? You should leave.
Good idea.
Now.
This area's restricted. No entry.
What is this place?
This is the pit. Any Elex, any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there. Move along.
Wait. One moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Ah, now I really need a drink.
I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Recon spotted it and confiscated it.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
Well, the dude took the fort from Bloody Baxter.
I spoke to Angrim.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angrim sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
Is Angrim the only person you can ask?
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of escorting my supplies. But you're right. Maybe it's time to speak to one of the other clans. If the Ison clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows? Or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
I don't want trouble.
Good. I thought you might see sense. And seeing as you played by the rules, I'll put in a word for you with the boss man himself. Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows. You need pledges if you want promotion, and we need reliable people in our clan. Of course, giving you my word would be a pretty big favor. So if I did that, I'd probably need a favor in return. Say, in the form of shards.
I'm not paying for your word.
You're not paying for a word. You're paying for a chance. Always better to be part of a team. Then we can watch each other's backs. After all, it's my job as a guard to keep people safe.